with due respect to all actors, we spend so much time acting that we are not out there in the corporate world. We're not out there in the world where, finance is like a topic which is approached most or many of the times. We're not around people who do great planning with finance. We are more around people who spend. I had two issues. One issue being that I did not know where to start and how to get a hold of this. Secondly, before I knew it, I was bankrupt. There was kind of a, ill-fated, defraudation case which happened with my father, and we lost everything. And until then, I had been complacent. I had not sought any help from an advisor or from any financial institution as such. I randomly got a reference of MFA, my financial advisor, which I was embarrassed to approach. I was very embarrassed to approach this company because I had nothing. I realized that I need something that can allow me to give me peace to sit on a flight and not worry if it crashes. And I understood very simply, I don't want a single representative, a one person. A CA is not a person whose forte is to do financial planning. Secondly, it's one person. If you put everything out in the hands of one person, that person, if he disappears or dies on you, you have nowhere to go. And thirdly, if you go to a banker or a banking, representative, he's only going to suggest his schemes. You need a place like MFA, where I saw there were, research teams who sit and filter the best funds, mutual funds amongst the others, filter the best policies amongst the others, filter whatever. They keep your documentation intact. I know that my family has to give one phone call to MFA, and everything will be just put together and the claims will come in. So when MFA came home, my wife and me sat down with them, and we understood a bunch of things that you don't really think of. There's a monthly expense, but there's also a quarterly expense, there's also a half-yearly expense and a yearly expense. But when you sit down and really plan it, and then when you realize that this is a lifestyle you want to keep or grow a bit, and keeping inflation in mind, 20 years down the line, if you want to retire, how much should you have in your bank? That's a mathematic conclusion that you cannot come to by yourself. Of course, in the middle of all this, 20 years later, if you're going to retire, you will have a certain number of goals that you will want to achieve. Stuff like this was things we were taught how we were supposed to keep goals in mind, whether it was for a luxury watch or a great bag, or things like that, to a holiday, or to future education of the children. So goals that you have in your mind is one thing, but goals that you're reminded of is one thing, and goals that you are taught about is yet another thing. All of which I got to know through MFA, and they took off a huge burden from my mind, and allowed me to go out and get those extra minutes in a day to concentrate on my work and not give to the things that they do best. So they do that best, and I do what I do best. That's how life went on after that. It somehow secured me in a way that I could work harder towards making a comeback in life. Today, thankfully to God, I am somewhat back. With the field that I'm into, that's acting, we all are into so many luxury spends. But it's a part of life, that life of celebrityship, that those spends are necessary. But those spends should not be impulse buys. They should be buys with a lot of planning. After seeing to it that you've secured your family, that's not denting up what you have in reserve for the goodness and, like I said, the comfort of the family. There's so many stories of so many actors losing out so much finance or their riches, and once they stop working, because it is the most unpredictable profession. The reason, I've told you before this, that I've always taken acting as butter, not as bread. Bread has got to be something that is constant. What is constant? If you don't have a job that's constant, that gives you a monthly salary, then you at least should have an investment that gives you a monthly return, and that's your income that's coming in whilst you're not shooting for that 1 month or 2 months or 6 months, because it's a profession in which you've got to agree that one day, from playing a romantic hero, you are no more a romantic hero. Now you're playing like a older guy, and then you're eventually playing an uncle, father, and then you get paid lesser and lesser, and suddenly you're not the star you are. Everyone's not an Amitabh Bachchan. So I think everybody needs this kind of structure in which things are falling into place. Spends are happening only with an understanding, with an approval from someone who's looking at your finances. Hence, I would advise all of them to go to a financial advisor. Of course, if they say which one, it's going to be MFA, because I trust them the most. I proudly introduce them to this company because I know that it's only going to do better for them. Yeah, that's MFA for me.